Thank you so much for stopping by, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon, and today I'm going to take a closer look at the trolliest troll base in the game, Funny Moments Defending with this. Originally called the Southern Teaser back in like 2013, this base has been around in different variations for years and years and years. So let's take a look at what happens when players attack it. If you guys get a chance, if it's not already done, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, because I've got daily Clash content for you, and of course, as always, the earliest and most accurate update information. But today, kind of a different take on things. Gonna take a look at, well, okay, let me just give you specifically why this base works, okay? Now, this is fun, and it's funny, but remember, we're not making fun of attackers. We're not, saying that these players are bad. Maybe they get caught off guard. You are going to see a lot of lower level players come in, and this is the reason that this base is the best base ever, okay? Let's think about this. You want to preserve loot in Clash of Clans, right? You're not necessarily focused on trophies if you have this base, but you would rather players not come in and 3-star you every time and take your loot. So the base design in and of itself isn't the greatest thing ever. In fact, this is pretty terrible. At Town Hall 13, we've essentially taken like a Town Hall 11, 12 variation of this and squeezed the buildings in, squeezed some walls in at the top, and left everything else the same. Because this is the theory behind this base, and this is where you have to kind of think advanced, right? Players are attacking this base thinking that they can just snipe the Town Hall. Most likely what you're finding is players that are trophy hunters. And remember, every time a player clicks next on your base, it goes back into the pool, and then a different player gets presented that base with an opportunity to attack it. And if you're not at a very high trophy level, the chances are that you're going to find a variety of players out there. You could find players that are farming for loot, players that are looking for a specific resource, or players that are just trying to push higher in trophies, and they're looking for that easy trophy win. Maybe it's the Town Hall, usually the Town Hall over 50%. And what you're finding here is the players see your semi-exposed Town Hall and they go for it right away. They think, okay, I see a Town Hall towards the outside. This is going to be an easy one to grab, and I'm going to move in there either with their entire army, like you see here sometimes, or with a large portion of their army. Maybe they want your loot. They brought super goblins like this player did. They're out there for loot and for trophies. Here the super goblins roll in. They are going to get to the Town Hall, but oh my goodness, they did not stay invisible quite long enough, and every single defense in the world is focused around this Town Hall. So what's happening is you're getting players that are forced to use the majority of their army down here. Rather than maybe they just drop their king and their queen, they take out your Town Hall. Now they've got the rest of their army that they can use to take your resources. Or you see this player's army. He had some super goblins, he had some dragons, he had the heroes. Any one of those three could have gone in and taken out a corner set Town Hall. This isn't quite a corner set Town Hall, and the frustration is obvious as he's continuing to go at that Town Hall, because players that attack this base do not want to leave without at least grabbing the Town Hall. Now, of course, remember, this is not the old days of Clash of Clans. If for some reason this guy comes in and gets 15% damage and doesn't get the Town Hall, or even he does get the Town Hall and a very low percentage of damage, you're not going to get a shield. So that also plays into the whole statistics of this and the fact that, well, okay, sometimes this base is just fun to watch it defending. And yes, you might not get a shield, but I will tell you this, that I've calculated this over time. The times that I don't get a shield and I get attacked twice, I actually am losing less loot than the times where I get wiped out, if I get 3-starred. And this base almost never gets 3-starred because very rarely do you find somebody coming at you with a big, huge army. Look at this army. This guy is a lower level player. He saw what he thought was an easy Town Hall kill. He didn't really look, and this is the other problem. A lot of players are hitting next, oh, Town Hall, and they move into attack without kind of taking a moment to sit back and go, wait a minute, where are the expos? Where are the scatter shots? Where are the Inferno Towers? And yeah, I'm in big trouble now. I've already committed, and I'm going to go ahead and throw everything I have, even the... Yeah, okay, watch this. You ready what's inside? There's nothing inside. It was an empty siege machine, and the time counts down. I gotta love this moment of the last 10 seconds of the player just kind of staring at the screen going, what just happened to me here? All right. So yes, now this, of course, works at Town Hall 13, but it also works at many, many other Town Halls. So let's go ahead and check it out at Town Hall 9. This is on Galadon 9.0, which isn't even anywhere near a maxed out Town Hall 9. And I actually made a mistake in copying this base, put in a gap on the right-hand side, and this doesn't make a lot of sense. What is happening here? What was this player after? Look at the amount of loot I had. Over 700,000 loot. Not a lot of Dark Elixir. Yes, of course, the Town Hall appeared to be an easy grab, and perhaps that's what happened right here. Dropping everybody in, the Golem and the heroes, everybody comes in on this gap, and well, it turns out nobody's going to get to the Town Hall, so the Town Hall survives again, and look at it preserving a massive amount of the loot, right? The king does eventually get through, but that's, no, not going to work out. So, mostly entertainment value on this defense, but remember, even though we didn't get a shield this time, this player didn't get a lot of loot from us. We had 700k, they got less than 100,000, and the Town Hall survives. Yes, I know we have to defend again, but I'm telling you, what happens is you end up with players that come after you with these very small armies, and here we caught one live. I logged on, and we're in the midst of being attacked. Notice the villager on the right-hand side. So we get to watch this live, and this player knows that we're watching him live. We got the little spectator eye hovering over the top of the screen, and a dozen dragons, okay? Now notice, what happened first was it looked like the king and the golem were coming in just to wipe out the town hall. Quickly, the player learned that he was going to have to use his dragons to make sure he didn't fail this attack. Instead of what he would have obviously done is use those dragons all over the base, wipe out a bunch of my loot, pick up 700,000 in loot or so. He's committed every last dragon, and now we're playing ping pong. You didn't notice the air sweepers, huh? Yeah, that's right. Left and right. And off to the left. And off to the right. And okay, fine. But still, the visual effects of watching the sweepers, the Inferno Towers at work, was a lot of fun. And again, we're saving loot in attacks like this. Hopefully, yes, we want to be hit for enough so that we get a shield. And it happens about half the time. I'll admit that about half the time we don't get a shield. But again, even though we don't necessarily get a shield, it's not that costly. We're losing a small percentage of our total loot. And statistically, we are getting hit by trophy hunters. Okay, here's the thing. Think about your regular base with your town hall in the middle and the average attacker that comes along, okay? Let's just, for instance, say that at a lower league level, you're not pushing super high. 50% of attackers are going after your loot. 50% of them are going after your town hall or your trophies. So what happens is, on your very first defensive presentation to an attacker, you run a 50-50 chance of finding somebody that's just a trophy hunter. And if you have a normal strong base, what happens? The trophy hunter clicks next, right? He moves on to the next base because he doesn't want to go for your tough looking town hall in the center defenses spread around base. He clicks next, and then you get hit by a farmer. The farmer comes in and he wipes out a bunch of your loot and so on and so forth. What happens here is the trophy hunter does not click next. The trophy hunter attacks. Now combine this with the idea that you're trying to spend loot before you log out, don't have a massive amount of loot available, and you increase your chances that much more that you're not going to get raided for a lot of loot, and then you'll see wins like this. So now we're on to Town Hall 11. Notice that this guy obviously is not bringing a full army. We've talked about this in previous episodes, maybe bringing just baby dragons to raid with. So this guy's got some dragons, some wizards, a couple of giants, skeleton. I mean, he's got a little bit of everything. He's got like one of every spell. I guess the idea here is to be prepared. Well, maybe you just weren't quite prepared for this base, because the Southern Teaser troll base finally causes him to drop his dragons. And again, you saw this earlier in the episode. Players come in and they drop just a few units thinking that they can snipe your town hall and move on, or snipe your town hall. And attack the rest of your base. Notice I had nearly 1 million in loot available, over 6,000 dark elixir on this base. And now he's committed every single dragon to come in after the town hall. So the loot is going to be relatively safe, and the dragons, they're going to do their best. But notice this time, that's right, the sweeper ping pong works out pretty well, and it looks like we're going to hold off. Sure enough, final seconds count down, and this one, we don't even lose a trophy. 50,000 in loot, we save 1 million in loot, and yes, of course, yes, I know, we defend again, but statistically this works out, and I'll tell you right now, I guarantee you, this saves more loot in the long run. So try it out, let me know, come by a live stream and tell me what happened. Thank you, Galadon, for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. You know I love thinking about it, appreciate every single one of you every single day. I went kind of long, but take care of yourselves. Make the best of the rest of your day. Be kind to the people, animals, and planet. I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks. And Peter, this is the end of the video, so there's no time for you to talk. Galadon, what? That's not fair.